All right, y'all. It has been quite the year. Another off the cut video. I made a video similar to this last year, which is obscene, about goals and aspirations and things I want to accomplish in the year 2025. And now we are here approaching 2026 in a couple of hours, and I just want to talk about it. So entering in 2025, I was kind of like beating myself over, like, oh, I have so many hopes and dreams, and like I really want to get this done and that done. But one thing I kind of found myself struggling a lot is the journey to get there. How do I go from point A to point B? And I only really had like two goals entering 2025. One was to hit 1,000 subscribers, and the other being to release a goddamn video game, you know? Because if you guys don't know me, I'm actually a game developer. I have a second game development channel, and I'll post there rarely, but it does exist, don't get me wrong. And I'll say, you know, halfway through 2025, right, I didn't feel like I was gonna accomplish the first goal, right, or the growth was kind of slow and steady, right? It was kind of like a little aha moment came, right, where I was uploading Pokemon Scarlet and Violet update videos, where it be the raids, the legendary Ruinous 4 raids, or just general news updates revolving Nintendo or Pokemon. And then that kind of hit me that, wow, okay, wait, I'm actually, one, I feel like I'm actually okay or good at making the news coverage videos, and B, I enjoy making them. So I'm like, let's just keep doing that. And it kind of just went there, you know. It kind of just, we just kept doing it, and yeah, here we are, a couple hours left into 2025, and we are at over really 1,000 subscribers, something that I didn't even think about happening like it's like October or November. No, October is when we celebrate the 500k. Wow, that'd be crazy. Now I'm getting ahead of myself here. Yeah, it was like October I celebrated the 500 sub special, the Mario Kart 8 200cc Booster Course Pass DLC only for the Nintendo Switch Family System time trials, you know? Absolutely insane how fast everything just kind of fell into place. It's crazy. And I only thank you guys, you know, for really supporting the Pokemon and Nintendo news coverage, especially when the ZA roll around. I am so thankful. I love ZA, man. If I did not like ZA, I would not have made as many videos as I did. Oh my, I'm still kind of actually behind on some of the Mega Dimension shorts, not gonna lie. So forgive me on that. Yeah, I accomplished my first goal of hitting 1K, which is absolutely absurd. But not only that, I accomplished my second goal of releasing a video game in the year of our Lord 2025. So yesterday, if you missed, I have published my own game, Pinball Go, on itch.io. It's a web-based game where it's pretty much it's a pinball arcade game with roguelike RPG elements. You knock out enemies, you level up, you gain abilities by buying them after collecting tokens at the end of each run. You know, you get stronger in each run. So it's a fun time. It's a fun time. If you haven't checked it, please take a look and check it out. I swear it's Pog, you know, please help. But making that game was an endeavor. I promise I won't take too long, but the amount of things I had to scale back on that demo alone was kind of gnarly. It was always meant to be like a small demo, right? But every time you do a project like this, like a video game, is when you realize, oh wow, scope is annoying. Trust, you will underestimate how much time you will need to complete a area, things that need to get done, right? Like artwork or gameplay loop, or just debugging, or yeah, like, trust, you're gonna underestimate how much time is gonna be needed. So I had to scale back a lot of that stuff, but just to make the deadline, because I wanted it to be out before the end of the year. Actually, the original deadline was gonna be like early December. I was really cutting it close with the art stuff and the animations and just general polish. So I was like, okay, end the year, you know, please. But it's out there. Hope you'll have fun. It's been a fun project to work on, really. And with that, both of my major milestone goals for this year have been completed, which is kind of absurd because when setting out those goals a year ago, those kind of felt like, I feel like the game one was possible, right? But I felt like the 1K one was like kinda just enough far out there where I felt like it wasn't possible, but here we are. So that means, what are we gonna talk about 2026? What's our hopes and dreams about 2026? Am I real? I don't have that many goals. Just kidding. I feel like this year, or this upcoming year, 2026, is gonna be a year of, let's just have a play of words. It's a theme of evolution. Pretty sure I mentioned that for this year of 2025 was my make or break it year of grinding and make sure that I have the foundation ready and know that I want to do this. I think 2026 is the year of evolution. Take what we got and push it to new heights. For channel specific goals like YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, network, social media presence and all that, right? I think one thing I really need to learn and actually put an effort in is networking. I gotta learn how to network. I want to meet new people out here, right? Because content creation can sometimes be a lonely experience, right? Networking is something I really gotta pick up some slack. I want to keep pushing the limits of what we can do on live streams. I always pride myself on making chat interactivity via channel point awards, porting them over kind of to YouTube. Having chat just involve, besides just chatting, right? Having text to speech, and all that. I want to keep pushing on that, right? Keep pushing the envelope on that. Also, I kind of been teasing this for a very, 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 very long time. I feel like it's kind of become like a running gag, at least for myself. I want to work on a brand new avatar and just in general, a channel rebrand. I feel like it's kind of time to retire this avatar, not gonna lie, because unfortunately, long story short, I can't really edit this avatar to the extent I want because I lost the project files for this avatar. Long story short, Windows is bad. That's all I'm gonna, it's a long story, but Windows is bad. That's the general theme with that. But I think it is more, I think it's time to sunset this avatar. Not yet, right? Honestly, the new avatar and channel rebrand is probably going to be happening at once, and I did want to get it done this year. However, working on Open Ball Go did zap a whole lot of time out of just general free time, right? So all that stuff is honestly pushed minimum maybe March to April because I will be getting a new computer, and I think once I have the new computer and set everything up, I think that at that point I'll be comfortable with overhauling everything, right? First, of course, I gotta set everything up, make sure everything's Gucci, right? But I feel like once I have everything transferred over, at that point I'll feel comfortable to start dabbling in rebranding and all that. Another channel goal, I want to have a healthy pace of not only live streams but shorts and semi long form videos. I have kind of contemplated an idea of making topic videos, just general yapping videos, kind of like this one right here, but on a topic, whether it be like Nintendo news or game development news. And I was thinking of putting that on a separate channel, but the more I'm thinking about it, it kind of like, what would be the purpose on having on a separate channel if it it's not like I make regular videos anyway, right? I did have a semi goal this year of having monthly very edited videos on like a let's play or a shiny hunting and all that, but I realized very quickly throughout the year that was just not a healthy way of going about it, because I think early in the year I was like streaming either every day or maybe 4 times a week. I think I was streaming 5 a week, not gonna lie, and the editing like hours long's worth of videos on top of that, it was just not healthy at all, and it did not help the channel whatsoever. So quickly learned that yeah, not doing that again unless I have an editor, wink wink, nudge nudge. But I think having making topic videos would be kind of nice, because I'm always just one to just talk about any given subject given the chance. And if I have my own takes or have some industry specific knowledge on one thing, I could throw my 2 cents in there, right? I feel like it'll be kind of fun. And I always already talk about gaming news and stuff on stream, so if people can't tune into the streams, they can just watch the videos where I'll probably bring it up later anyways, right? So I feel like it'll be a nice thing to experiment going into the new year. And I guess milestones. Let's talk milestones. For YouTube, since we hit 1K, I'm gonna be frank, I don't think I really am seeking a subscriber number based milestone anymore. I think 1K is just awesome, and I'm very appreciative of that. Of course, we want those numbers up, you know, rev those numbers up, you know, but like, as for a specific value number, I'm fine. What I do want though, we gotta hit that monetization. We gotta hit that 4K total watch time hours for 1 year. I think I'm at like 1.8K, something like that. I was actually really close. Then it got destroyed because a year went by when a big video popped off, right? So rest in peace to that. But want to hit monetization on YouTube as soon as we can. I think that'll probably mean I have to like really double down on streams. Funnily enough, at a time where I'm already kind of like laying off the streams, I feel like we just gotta lock in and get that monetization through, right? We'll get there. We'll get there. Again, for YouTube subs, I'm not really hard pressed on a value. I feel like I will still keep in place, you know, subscriber specials, right? We did hit 1K on YouTube. Again, I think I said this a lot, but I will keep on saying it. Thank y'all very much. We will be shiny hunting Arceus. That was the promised 1K sub goal. We will be doing that live next week. We will be there shiny hunting Arceus. I haven't set a schedule, but we will be doing it next week from the time this video is uploaded. We'll still have subscriber milestones. Leave a comment down below what type of milestones you want to see at like 1.250, 1.5K, 2K. If we get 2K, we can definitely hit 2K by the end of next year. I feel like that's doable, which is kind of crazy now I'm thinking about it. As for Twitch, I'll be real chat. I love you, Twitch homies. I love y'all. I can say a lot of not nice things about the platform. I honestly, you know, I love y'all. You know, chatters, I love y'all to death, right? You're the real ones. You're the OGs, right? Let's just say I have like 0 goals for Twitch specifically. So let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that, not gonna lie. I guess Twitch goals are, is more bundled in networking in general for game development and all that. Like, I guess we can lump in networking with Twitch goals, right? And yeah, in terms of personal goals, probably gonna be discussing too many personal goals, right? Because yeah, but one big thing for next year, I want to enter the games industry in some form or manner. I think that's a big one. I think for me, I think it's time. I think it's time to really get to know and appreciate what this industry has to offer, right? I think it's time. I think it's time. I would also like to create more games, you know, where they're small scope, like Open Ball Go, or more, you know, ambitious ones, you know, wink, wink, you know. Remains to be seen. I'm always just jotting down ideas. And quick side tangent, for a couple of personal goals related to game development. I really want to like learn Godot, but not just learn Godot. I want that to become my engine of choice. I've always been a Unity engine. I can't say stan, bro. I do not like Unity like that. But like, I have always been a Unity engine enjoyer because the one I learned going through university and all that. I feel like it is the most versatile one out of the big three, being like GameMaker, Unity, and Unreal, right? I feel like it's the most versatile because it can do pretty damn good 3D stuff. It also can do pretty impressive 2D stuff. Like, I feel like it's the well-balanced build, right? If you have been any versed in games industry Unity news in the past like 3 years, you'll know this engine's been on fire. It's been on a constant AP nightmare for so long, and it feels like every quarter there is something like, oh, it's so over, or we're so back, or it's so over, it's so back. It is super not confidence inspiring. The problem is a lot of my tools I made and assets I use for Unity in mind, right? A lot of scripts, a lot of debugging scripts I use. That's not to say I could just make them in Godot, right? I really want to learn GDScript / Godot and actually make a project in it that I'm like, okay, that's portfolio worthy. I think that's a pretty damn good job. So that's a personal goal. Learn Godot. Another personal goal, really get back into asset creation and 3D modeling. Last year, I went on a crazy like Blender learning journey. I think it was around October. I did like a render every day. Amazing challenge, by the way. I highly recommend if you're learning Blender, do one of those challenges like what I did, where every day you work on a render. It forces you to learn different hotkeys, different stylizations you can do. Like it was a fun time. It was a fun time. I really want to get back into 3D modeling and asset creation. I want to have a asset storefront, whether it could be like 3D assets or just even 3D characters. I do have a commission site on VGen where you can commission me to make some characters, but I kind of fumbled on that end, not gonna lie, because I just kind of forgot it existed and I didn't market it. So here's the marketing now, but I want to really commit to creating not just games but assets and just making tools for developers. So I want to push on that end as well. And yeah, I think that's all I can really think about right now. In terms of near term goals for January, I want to have I know it sounds greedy to say, I want another game out by January, bro. I want another game. Granted, it's not gonna be as like, it won't be as something like open world goal. It's probably gonna be like super ultra small scale because I want to learn it. It's gonna be a Godot project. It's gonna be fun times. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I could be lying. But yeah, that is my goals going into 2026. Definitely a larger one compared to years prior. I will say that is a long recording. But yeah, it surely has been a 2025. Let's hope for even greater stuff to happen next year. You know, as usual, I'll always be here just yapping about games and Nintendo stuff. Oh my god, dude, I gotta make a video about Nintendo 2026. I feel like Nintendo 2026 is about to go freaking wild. I already know that year's about to go crazy, but that'll be it for today's, y'all. When you see this, it'll probably be 2026. Oh, spicy's free. Oh my god, that's crazy. All right, y'all, take care of yourselves, be kind to one another, you know, and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye now. Happy 2026.